Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel called Friday University. In this video I'm going to go over a little bit more about trading to make money. And that's more about being in the market because you care about making money more than what you care about like the companies or what you're really doing. And that's pretty much what has happened right now, where people have been buying just because they want to make a huge return, percent gains, and things are starting to pull back and correct itself. So this is kind of like a way of making sure you're holding it down in a sense and like keeping your risk to a minimum. Before we look at any charts, the position size calculator is a great asset to have, because if you have a $20,000 account, you can look into using this so you can risk 2% of your account size on any given trade. So that way, on any given trade, you might only lose $400, which is 2% of your account size, unlike some people who might lose $4,000 on an account, which would be 20 of 20,000, which is literally 20%. So you got to treat trading like NFL football betting. You look at football games, people bet on these all the time. They bet $1,000 that the Chiefs will beat the Bills, right? If the Chiefs win, you make 1,000 back. If they lose, you lose 1,000. You treat trading the same way. If I'm trading Netflix, and obviously there's been a bit of a big gap down here with Netflix. Let's say I think that it's been a great company. Netflix has done well so long over time, and I'm looking to get in now because I know it's a great hold for the long term. Because look, last 5 years, Netflix went in 2018 at a price of 200. It hit a high of almost 650, 700. We know that. So Netflix over time has gone up 300%. And now that it is down about 43% from the all-time high, I want to get in, but I want to make sure my risk and return is like safe. You know, you don't want to get in scared, but at the same time, you got to know what you're dealing with. It's a bet every time. You got to treat every stock, if you're making a trade on a stock, like it's its own individual game of football. So I'm going to get in on Netflix, let's say now, 387, because I think it's worth more, and this was overreaction. So my target price, I think a good target price is getting back to this 500 level, to be honest. Close that gap. So let's say 500. So you're going to aim for $113 per share, but when you do that, how much are you going to risk to the downside? Because you can, like, some people like to buy and just hold for a long time, not let go. But this is if you're trading for a profit, but also not just going with whatever it is. So I would say, realistically, Netflix, I don't see the levels right here for what it was below, but honestly, let's just take it for what it was the last couple of days, and let's say if it goes below 340, just take the loss. Be like done with it. So, hey, it was a good try. It kept going down, and I don't want to hold it too much farther after it's continuing to decrease, and you just can't think of it like that. But even if you don't have the stomach to do that, you can still say, I'm only risking $400 if I do that because I'm taking a $3,000 position size, and my return on my account is practically $1,000, which is almost 5% on this account. So if you just stick by the rules and you think to yourself, even if I'm winning 50% of these trades, I'm doubling my money every time. If I make this trade 10 times and I win 5 and I lose 5, I'm positive around $500 every time I take this trade. So if I'm positive 500 5 times, that's $2,500 you did on 10 trades. So like just the math, you got to take it trade by trade, game by game, but you got to think, is the risk to return worth it? I mean, I would say so. I mean, yes, there's chance it could go down, but that's the risk you got to take when you're dealing with stocks. And at the end of the day, a lot of these companies, they're very solid. Netflix is not going anywhere. They've been going up for years on years on years. Yeah, there was a big pullback. Yeah, you can get, they can continue to go down, but if you think it's a reasonable starter size or even a place where you think now is a time to get into a good quality company, I mean, crying out look loud, look at Baba. It was at 300 right before this. In 1 year, it has decreased 70% in value, maybe more. So you got to think, it's risk to return every time. 120, get in. Let's say I'm aiming just to get to 160, not aiming for it to get to 260, 160, $40 a share. Well, if I'm doing that, and I can risk to, just take the loss at 105, no biggie. Game over. Next stock, next trade. So that's a little mindset to get into. Just treat the position size calculator like it's your, it's almost like your bookie. You go in there and this is my bookie. Come on, let me put $387 on per share and $3,000 on Netflix. That's pretty much what it is. So if you want access to this, join. Email me and we can talk it out. Get you in the Discord and get you access to some cool gadgets like the position size calculator and some advice from me. So thanks for tuning in. Till next time. Peace.